And let me say this right here. As I get ready to crash out, it is a very sad and disappointing day to everybody that has put so much hard work into the campaign. It's sad and disappointing because we put so much, a lot of us went out and voted and did what we had to do. Let me say this. I'm sorry, I take my retainer out. The numbers are just not there. The margin is too, I've been watching elections since I was a kid. The margins are too wide, and she is unable to make up the margins. The numbers, they're just not there. I see Trump running every last one of those swing states. I don't know about Nevada and Arizona or whatever, but it's the way things are trending. It's just looking like she's not gonna win Pennsylvania. She's not gonna win she already lost Georgia. She's not gonna win Pennsylvania. Not gonna win. I don't see Michigan. She's behind in Michigan in the votes that they have already counted versus the ones that they have. The margins are just too big. The margins are just too big. It ain't happening. Hold on. It ain't happening. The numbers are just not there. And I feel absolutely terrible. One thing I wanted to see in my life, I would have loved absolutely loved to see a black woman become president of the United States. But it's not going to happen. Not a white woman, not a black woman, not a Latino woman. It's not happening because it's just my opinion. This country is too sexist. Like, they don't think a woman could lead. She was more than qualified to be president. Hillary Clinton was more than qualified to be president. And Kamala Harris was even a better candidate than Hillary Clinton. You know, friendly, who would you like to sit down and have a beer with? Personality was a lot different. And it's just not, the numbers are not there. I looked at all of the states. I looked at all of the counties. I looked at the percentage of votes that's already in or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen in Arizona and Nevada. But if Trump wins two of those swing states, if he wins Pennsylvania and he wins Michigan, it's over. Regardless of what happens in Arizona and Nevada and anywhere else, it's just over. All you have to do is look at the numbers and look at the counties. The margin is too big, and then the places where he's leading and they still have votes out. Let's say like he might be beating her by 100. I think I saw 107,000 votes, and they have 100,000 votes to count. Just because they have 100,000 votes to count, that don't mean that they all going to be for her. Some of those votes are going to be for him. And that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Keisha Town, it is beyond sad. It's super sad. To see all of those students walk away from that podium at Howard University would have been so good for them, would have been so historical for them. But the good news is we had a house. But it don't even matter that we have a house. And here's what nobody's talking about. That man now, democracy is over. So I'm just going to tell everybody to get your house in order. Get yourself prepared to protect yourself. We are going right back to the George Floyd days. And you're going to feel it in the grocery store tomorrow. You're going to feel the entitlement and how how emboldened people are with their racism. Because the fact that she is way more qualified than he was, and he's a convicted felon, and he swept her in an election that, you know, the state of this country has been what was the word? I can't think of it, but it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm just thinking, it's just it's crazy. And you know what else? You know what else? White women didn't vote for her. A lot of white women did not go out and vote for her. They just didn't. They didn't. You know, looked at all the numbers. I had a lot of inside information. White women didn't vote for her. Latino didn't vote for her, even after the what he said about Puerto Rico. Latino, they didn't vote for her. And there was a lot of black folks didn't vote for her either. A lot of black men didn't vote for her. I didn't see a lot of pastors speaking on her behalf. I just didn't. I follow a lot of ministry, and I didn't see a whole lot of pastors behind her. And let me say another thing. I think that sometimes the Democrats do too much. Sometimes the Democrats, they are so far to the left, it's crazy. And I don't want to get into it because I don't want to get dragged on the internet. But let's just say Hollyweird, like Hollywood, Hollyweird, and forcing a lot of stuff on us and on our kids that we don't even want. And they use that stuff and they run on that. When I seen that damn commercial where the Republicans was talking about transgender men are now competing with women in sports. Did y'all see that commercial? When they showed somebody 6'8" with a wig on competing against a biologically born woman, stuff like that. It gets people pissed off, and they'll take that one issue or that very small issue, and they'll run on it, and making people think that that's what the Democrat Party is all about. And that's what I say when I say that the Democrats be doing too much. We happy to be a part of a party and support a party, but sometimes the Democrats are way too liberal to the point where you're going to get people pissed off. You're going to piss off moderates, and you're not going to get the votes that you need. And I'm not blaming that on this. I blame sexism and racism on this election. That's what country, more sexism than racism, because the reason I say that is because they didn't vote for Hillary Clinton either. And she's a white woman. And another thing, 7 million people, if I'm not mistaken, in Florida, or just 7 million people in general, can't think of which one, just don't vote. You know, it's all about turnout. It's all about turnout. I just didn't see and feel the same thing I saw and felt when Barack Obama was running for president. I didn't see it. When Barack Obama was running for president, I didn't see the same enthusiasm. She did, I think she did the best she could, campaigning the best she could, but it was a lot of stuff I didn't see. And I thought it would be close, but I didn't think that she would be doing Hillary Clinton numbers. I thought she would be doing better than that. And the fact that Joe Biden outperformed Kamala Harris is just crazy to me. Which, I mean, he was a good candidate, but that's why I blame a lot of this on sexism. So, you know. Make sure y'all listen to the morning show. Thank y'all for watching. Maybe next time. But I ain't gonna even say next time, because I just don't think it's gonna be no more elections, because democracy is gone. And you need to figure out what happens when democracy is gone. It won't be no more elections. It ain't gonna be no midterm election. It ain't gonna be no nothing with him. He got the Senate. He got the United States Supreme Court. Democracy is over. Police and different people start running down black people, start shooting them. It ain't gonna be a damn thing that nobody can do about it. And he gonna stand with the Ku Klux Klan and the neo-Nazis and all of that stuff. You finna see, it's finna get bad. Get your house in order. Save up your money. You know, it's finna be bad. I'm just glad that I don't know how long I have left on this earth. I'm just glad that God allowed me to see enough good days. But I really feel bad for my grandkids and the generation behind us. It's about to be bad. And trust me, I said it first. Just trust me. Just remember this day and remember this conversation. It's going to be bad.